Alright guys, so to start this trick off, all I have to do is shuffle up the deck a little bit like this, and then we can start it. I'm just going to pick 3 predictions, and you guys are not going to be able to see them until the end of the trick. So let's say we have 1 there, then we just need 2 more real quick. So I'll go through and pick, let's say I pick these 2 cards here, and now at this point what I need is the box. That's going to be over here, and at this point, let's say if you guys are here, I would actually leave the 3 predictions with you, but you're not, so I'm going to put them underneath the card box over here, so you guys can know I can't touch them. And then from here, I'm going to shuffle up the deck 1 more time, and then I'll have you guys pick 2 more cards. So let's say you guys say stop whenever you want. You guys say stop here, and we're going to put the 2 cards down right here. Remember, these are 2 completely random selections, and at this point, the first card you chose was the Queen of Diamonds. So what I want to do is take the Queen here and show you that the other 3 cards that I happen to choose were the 1, 2, 3, 4 queens, just like that. And I'll go ahead and let's say I show you guys at 1, 2, 3. This is the queen you chose, and at this point, I'm going to show you the second card that you happen to choose, which is the Ace of Spades. And if I snap my fingers, just like that, the other 3 queens are going to change into the other 3 aces. So this is a trick, guys. Hope you guys like it, and if you want to do it, don't forget to stick around for the tutorial. Alright guys, so this trick isn't too bad, but if you are a beginner, I would recommend maybe learning something a little more easier. So if you want to do that, you can click the link down below. But anyways, here's how the trick is going to work. So let's say the first thing you want to do is get out the 4 aces and the 3 queens, and this is the way I do the trick. So let's say we take the 3 queens here, and then you want to take the Ace of Spades, and you're going to put it in this order. So you have the queens going red, black, red, and then the ace, and then you put this on top of the deck, and then from here you should have one of the queens on top. And then from here, what you want to do is you're just going to take the aces and put them, it doesn't really matter what order they go in, but you're putting them really close to the bottom, just like this. So this is what they should look like from the bottom. And then from here, what you can do is you can go up to the spectator and tell them that you can start it off by shuffling the deck, and all you're doing is shuffling the deck, but making sure to leave the top 4 cards in that same order. So it's really simple. You just leave those there, and then you tell the spectator, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make a couple predictions, and you turn the deck towards you so they can't see what you're doing, and then you go through and you look for those aces, and then you move them to the top. So let's say we go through the deck, and as you guys can see, you're just looking for those aces, so it doesn't really matter, like I said, what order they're in. You put those to the top, flip the deck over, and then from here what you're going to do is show them, okay, look, so I'm going to take my 3 predictions, and now what you're doing is when you're saying I'm going to take these 3 predictions is you're just kind of fanning over 5 cards in general. So as you can see, I have 3 here and then 2 right here, so I have a total of 5. And then what you want to do is when you square the deck up, so you say, okay, I'm going to take the 3 predictions, you square it back up, and what you're doing is you're wanting to get a 5 card break. You square the cards back up, and you say, you know what, can you hold these for a second? You can have them covered up, because you don't want them to be able to see the thickness of the 5 cards versus the 3 cards. So if you have them covered up with their hands, or leave it underneath the box. And then at this point, you can shuffle up the deck 1 more time, making sure to leave the top 2 cards in order. So at least leave 2 cards on top, and what you're going to be left with is the queen and the ace. And then from here, all I did was a really simple riffle force. So I swing cutted the cards, got a pinky break, and then wherever the spectator said stop, I just took it from that break, cut the cards, and dealt the cards out right to left. And then from here, what you have is the queen on the right and the ace on the left. So at this point, you can ask for the cards back from the spectator, and you want to leave the deck kind of within reach, because you have to place some cards back on top. So let's say the cards here, you ask for the 3 card packet back, but in reality this is 5 cards. You say, okay, look, so let's see the first card you had me stop at, and you leave this face up on the packet and say, okay, well, this was a queen, and this so happens to be my other 3 predictions. You flip the cards over, and then you want to do an Elmsley count. I'll leave a link for that, but essentially you're going to just be covering up these 3 aces as you count the cards. So you just do your Elmsley count. I'll leave a link for it. You leave this card out jogged, the face down card, and then you're going to flip that back on top, and you count out the 4 queens, and then from here you're going to flip over the cards, put it into a biddle grip, and fan out and say, look, so I'm going to take your 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to be left with a card packet over here, a 3-card packet of all the 3 queens, and you say, look, now this is the queen you chose, because once you fan out the cards, you go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and take your queen, and you flash it for a second, and you drop the 3-card packet on here, and now you've gotten rid of all the queens, and now you're left with the aces. You put these face down and say, look, let's go ahead and take a look at your second prediction, or your second selection, and you show them that this is the ace of spades. You snap your fingers, and you come over and you say, look, now the other queens have changed into the aces. So this is a trick, guys. Hope you guys like it. If you are a beginner and you're looking for a little more help, make sure, like I said, to click the link below. Anyways, guys, this is the video. Hope you guys like it, and as always, thanks for watching.